Right then, it's the Honda C70 1975 restoration, part 3. And I seem to have received all the parts that I've ordered that were missing, that I didn't really realise were missing, but I have realised once I started working on it. So everything's here. The only thing I'm missing is a rear tyre. I've ordered a rear tyre which hasn't turned up. I've not ordered a front tyre, but I'm thinking that was probably alright, but I will probably get a new tyre as well. But just for now, we want to get it working and roadworthy. So we'll just show you all the parts. I say we are quite lucky restoring these, because obviously quite a lot of people restoring them. The parts are really readily available on eBay. So here's what I've got. I've got the pegs, which were completely missing. The stand completely missing. The side stand spring was missing. The bolt was missing. That's the spindle for the swing arm, genuine Honda. That's for the stand, like a little C thing with a spring. A bung for the chain on the chain guard, so you've got that Honda sign. Brand new battery. This is a engine mount, so it's got like the bit on the end for the spring that was missing. That's a high level stand pin or spindle. It is hollow, unfortunately. The original ones were solid, but it was cheaper. There are the chain tensioners, another spring which I think is for the back brake was missing. That's obviously the other engine mount. The pegs, rubber foot pegs. That's another mount for the seat. Yep, that's an original mount. It says made in Japan there. And then these are bungs. These are bungs in here. Bungs for in these bits here, in there. They go in there. So yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, the only bit that I'm actually missing is the key. I don't actually have a key, but I do know a good locksmith, so that's going to be coming off, going to locksmiths, and hopefully he will match me one up. I've tried a few keys, but they don't seem to fit. So that's it really, yeah. Getting on with the restoration, get the engine in I think today, so let's go. Yeah, I didn't mention, I've got the manifold as well for the carburetor, which also came off eBay, and this is a heat dissipating plate. And it's to stop you boiling your petrol over in your carburetor. You cannot make these out of aluminium. You have to use a heat dissipating material, which can be bought in sheets, and you can make your own, or you can manage to just buy one, which was really good. So that is quite important, not to boil your carb over. And then I've got these brand new pegs. Will they fit? Of course they'll fit, which go there. Stand has to go that way around, doesn't it, really? Yeah. And that just bolts on, so yeah, let's go. Right, then on it goes. I've got 3 brand new spring washers. That's bolt that I just found in my box of bolts. So there was one missing. There was 3 spring washers missing and 1 bolt missing. There you go. So you want the spring washer, because obviously your feet are on this, so you've got a lot of weight, you've got a lot of vibration, so you want the spring washer to keep it nice and tight. I could even thread lock it really. Actually I might thread lock it. I'm going to thread lock it. Right, got some thread lock. Just in case, you know, you don't want it rattling loose, do you? Don't want it rattling loose. So just stick that on there. Yep, stick it in there with all 4 of them. That's nice and tight, that's not coming off in a hurry. Right, flip it over and we'll think about getting it in the bike. Ooh. Right, this should be about the easiest engine in the world to fit. So let's see, I might use a screwdriver for mounts first. Let's go. There you go, it's in. This one goes through from this side. There you go. I'm not too sure which way this one goes round, but I'm presuming it goes from this side. But it might not do, it might just go to the other side. It's got a little nut on the end. We can soon change it round if it's wrong. There you go, easy, bloody peasy. Right then, just fitted the stand, and the bike's standing on its own weight. It's the first time it's ever stood on its own, because it's never had a stand on it since I bought it. So yeah, yeah, let's attempt to get the spring on. It's always easy to set the spring on with the stand up and down, because obviously it's not stretched when it's up. So let's go. Can I do this? I'd say that longer piece is possibly for that end. What do we reckon? Probably doesn't really make a great deal of difference. But yeah, for that nut. So yeah, there you go. Mole grips. It's got a good... Ooh, in my knuckles. Oh, yeah, so that goes on there, on that. Possibly be easier like that. It might have been easy to put the nut in last. There you go. Whew. Ta-da! Ta-da! That bang that you just heard was this. I put all my weight on that and all my strength into that to try and pull that spring, and it pulled the indicators off. So that obviously needs clipping back in there. Right then, now for the centre stand, which is here. The last owner's painted that, very kind of him. And I have this C-plate, which I've just mentioned before, and I have the high level pin, which is hollow, which I'm regretting buying, to be honest. Wish I'd bought a solid one, a genuine Honda, but never mind. And we've got this spring, which is for the whole thing. So I'm presuming this goes onto the engine mount, because there's a bit on the engine mount. I'll just show you. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm wrong. I am wrong. This goes underneath. Oh, yeah. Like that, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I think it goes on this bit here, it goes that way round, it has to. Not sure if you can see it. Yeah, I think it goes under here and then onto that. Like that. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, I was just going to say, I've got this pin, so I'm going to grease it with black moly grease. I've got a brush in there, so let's go. Yeah, always grease everything as much as you can, really. Grease is good. Motorcycles love grease on everything except your brakes. You don't want it on your brakes. And I'm going to need a split pin for there, which I have as load in a box, so I can soon match that up. There you go. It's ready to stick in, so we don't want to be sticking that on the stony floor, this stony drive that I've got, which is a nightmare. I'm always losing stuff on it. Is that correct? Soon find out. Will it go on the stand? Ooh, I'm bending right now because the camera's angled wrong. But yeah, that seems correct. I'll get the spring on next. That might be for the brake. That's definitely not right, that. That must be for the back brake. What is it? No. Oh God. Maybe this is on wrong. Oh, that makes it a bit closer. Hey, that's a bit better. Maybe that goes on that way around, isn't it? The wrong way round, that C-plate thing. That seems more like it. Look at that. Mole grips. There you go. That's correct. That's definitely correct. Just realised I put the pin in the wrong way around, haven't I? Because that obviously goes there. So on the opposite side, there is the pin, which is sticking out the wrong side. But I am disappointed with myself for going for this cheaper option of a hollow bar. I wish I'd bought a solid one. I'm saying that again and again and again, but I really do wish I had. Right, when it's on the right way around this time. A bit more grease. A bit of grease in there. And will it go on? Of course it will go on. Look at that. We have a working brake lever. Now, I really like where the hole is for the split pin. It's not good. Huh. Never going to get a split pin in there. Oh. Maybe it goes through the other way. Probably does actually. Does go that way. It does go that way. Oh, flipping neck. Here we go again. This is what happens when you like flipping. Don't strip it down. More like it. Will the split pin fit from the other side now? Well, hope so. There's a bit of a gap there. Whack it with a hammer if we have to. So now we've got this one more spring, brand new Honda, and we should have a working brake. So this here goes onto this end, yeah. So this is a specialist part, this engine mount. It's got the hook for the spring on it. Genuine Honda. Might be easy the other way actually. Look at that. Put it on by hand. Look at that. Ding. What's this? There you go. We've got a working brake. Well, we haven't. There's nothing there, but tighten this up should work. Back wheel's coming off anyway. Yeah, it wants a bit of work, that, yeah. Not sure if this brake lever's even on correct, because there's no bolt in it, I know that. But yeah, there's no bolt, but no feeling of brake, but yeah, it's definitely working while this side is, so yeah. Just about got the split pin in that. It's a little bit thinner than I'd like to have used though, really. So yeah, still not really happy that I bought this non-genuine part. So yeah, there's a lesson learned, always buy genuine parts. And the last owner has kindly marked these, but you can hardly make them out. That's obviously R for red. I think that's G for green. That matches up anyway because it's got the stripe in it. That's obviously got the stripe in it. Yeah. Yeah. And that's black. That's black with a bit of yellow paint on it. And this one here is yellow. That's got a Y on it. You can just make it out. So luckily, I think I know how to wire these, which is quite important. They're plugged in and look correct. So there's that there. obvious. Oh, but that's pink to me. But yeah, I think they're going to be right. Right. I've just had a look for gaskets for this, and I haven't got any. So I'm going to have to make some. Let's go. Right then, found a punch, which was my dad's. Looks identical, the right size, look at that. So, and I've also found some gasket paper in my box of gasket material. So, I've also got this massive piece of iron. So, I'm going to punch a hole through the gasket paper first of all. And then I'm going to cut around that, because I find you get a better gasket then. Let's go. So yeah, so you want that sort of there-ish. Or even there. Yeah, waste not, want not. There you go. So, are they the same size? Pretty much. Ooh, might get a little bit of a file on that. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. Come on, you little bugger. Good gasket paper. Oh, it's a blunt Stanley. Yeah. Oh, might just about make it. Bloody hell. Not the best, but yeah. We're getting there, we're getting there. Leather punch. Oh fuck. Didn't like the sound of that. It's marked it a bit. I think I just put a flipping hairline crack in there, but Jesus, you can't see it. Up your neck. Fragile stuff. I should have drilled it a tiny bit. Never mind. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. I don't want to crack this end. Oh God, that's gone as well. No. Has left a little mark there. Out there-ish. Right, it's pretty much perfect. Just need to work on these holes, make them slightly bigger. Oh, don't think I've damaged that too much. Made a bit of a noise, but there's no sign of damage. Yeah, bloody hell. There we go. Yep, 6mm drill bit. Ah, Got the bloody gasket there then. Flipping heck. Will it fit? Ooh, not too bad. Right, I've got these, and then I'm going to use this one. Just make the hole a tiny bit bigger. Don't want the gasket restricting it. Looks pretty much perfect. Is there any sort of blue overhang there? Don't want to restrict the bike. That looks pretty goddamn good to me. I've just done the second one as well. Will it go on? This one's better. Usual story. Second time round you get a better job. There you go. I'll push on nicely that. Oh. Should do. A little bit more adjustment. There we go. Ta-da! Perfect. Right then, will the Cayenne carburetor fit? Of course it will. I'm going to find a little seal for this yet, but I'm just going to try it on, see what it looks like. There you go. Look at that. Bloody lovely. But that isn't good. There's a brass little sleeve missing out of there. Which on this side you can just about see it there. See that brass in there? That's missing on this side, so I'm gonna have to try to see if I can find something and make something. Right, I've just found that, but it won't fit in that side. I won't, and I don't want to drill it. You know, it looks about 10 mil that to me. It's a perfect 6 mil hole in the middle. Is what you want, but I don't want to be drilling this aluminium, so I'm going to try and grind it with this. Yeah. So I'm going to do that off film because it's hard work, so I'll look through the camera and grind that because I'll probably grind my fingers off. Yeah, I've just come up with an idea. Put the piece on there like that. Whether this works or not, I don't know. So that's going to go like that, and I'm not going to take my fingers off. Get the drift. It's actually worked. Precision machining at its finest with an angle grinder. Watch. Look at that. Bloody hell. Just need to cut it down now so it's level. The same width as this, a bit of aluminium. Right, can I actually do this? It's so thin, I don't really want to be grabbing it in the vise because I'll just make it oblong. So maybe like this. Ah. Bit tighter this time. Doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little bit short. So all it is make sure that carburetor's in perfectly right place. will it go in? There you go. So there you go. That should slip on there. Absolutely lovely. Oh. There you go. So no play. There's a little bit of play still there, but yeah, that's gonna have to live with that, I think. No play in that brass bit. That'll be all right there. I've literally just took 3 bolts out the top of there because I've not been in here yet, so I'm just going to double check. Ooh, the gasket's split off nicely there. Ooh, not too bad in there. Right, it looks pretty good to me. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna put it through the ultrasonic cleaner or clean it with bicarbonate soda or anything. I've not been in here, but it seems good. So you put it on an open. It says open there. Yeah, open. Yeah, so if we go through the open, it says open there. I can blow through it. Not the best, but let's put it, yeah, it's meant to be that way around, isn't it? So it's a petrol will fill it up. And it doesn't need much petrol. So put it on close. Yeah, I can't blow through it. Can on the reserve one though. I definitely can't blow through the open one though. So put it on reserve, which is there. That's reserve. I can blow through it. Can hear the floats rattling. Can't blow through it that easily, but I don't think it's going to need that much fuel. It's just going to need a slow trickle, which it's going to get. I'll do. Right, I've put these little flange nuts on stainless steel. So tighten them up, tighten that one. That's the copper side, that copper or brass little spacer thing. And this is my space that I've made, so there is a tiny bit of play. So I just want that right in the middle. There, that flange bolt will hold it. There you go. I think that's right. Too short, that should be further over there, underneath the carb. Just turn the manifold over. I think that'd be better that way. So protect the carb from the heat of the engine. Better, I'm thinking. There you go. Oh, that's coming out. Oh, it's not even in. There you go. Yeah, that's better. That's obviously designed to protect the carb underneath here, so that otherwise that piece out here was wasted. Yeah, that's definitely right. Now the throttle slider. There you go. Open, close. Open, choke off. Yes, that feels great. There's that throttle. Loads of throttle. Yes. Oh God, just realised I've forgotten that bit. That goes on there. Oh. Right, I've found that in my drawer, which looks brand new to me. With all my other bits and bobs, I've got a box of spark plugs and caps and all sorts. This one here looks bloody horrible. Will it come out? Yeah, bin that. Bin that. Bloody hell, I don't like that. Ugh. Ugh. So what is it? C7HSA. It came with the bike, so I'm presuming it's right. I didn't buy this spark plug. Nice and tight. Don't really like that. I don't really. Can I cut it there? Yeah. I think I can. I think I can. I put a bit of spit on that then. Going on nicely. We've just about got enough HT lead, HT high tension. Bloody hell, will it go? Will it go? Of course it will go. Look at that. Bloody lovely. Oh yeah. I'm now on with this semi-automatic clutch and I don't really know what I'm doing. This jam jar had parts in it, these bits, which obviously goes there, but I'm not sure whereabouts on the spline. I've just had a bit of a play with these bits. That bit was in the box, in the jar. This bit seems to be sort of permanent, don't want to move at all. Obviously that goes on there. Yeah, and this obviously does go over there like that, and then obviously this bit goes like that, doesn't it? Sort of like that. Well, you know what I mean. So I'm going to strip the other engine like that. That's what I mean. That obviously, it's fiddly. I'm going to strip the other engine and have a look at it and see if we can work it out exactly how it goes. Right, this is where the impact driver comes in. It's a really old impact driver. It did have a different front on it, but I've just put half inch down to 3/8, then a 1/4 inch drive socket, and then a DeWalt screwdriver bit in the end. So you basically bash these with a hammer, and they're a lot easier to undo, these sort of screws which have been on there for years and won't come out with just a screwdriver. Right, they've all come out except one, which is rounded, unfortunately. I'm going to try mole grips on it. Blimey. That's not working, is it? Right, here's my vice grips, but they're old ones. I've lost my good ones, which are new, which God knows where they've gone. These are better. Not looking good. No. We'll go for the centre pot method. Yep, it's gone. I think it's gone. Is it gone? No. It went or it slipped off the bloody nut screw. Blimey. Definitely gone. Bloody hell. There you go. Right, will it come off? Hey. Oh, what was that? Ho ho ho! Blimey. Right, something fell out, but oh god, there's a bit of metal there. Jesus, what's that? Oh, that's not good. Some snap spring, but that's not to do with it. So that come out, that spring, which I've got one of those. Oh, that's obviously just fell out. Obviously, this is very similar to the other one. Got that bit in there, got that bit in there. So I can see now how it goes together. So that obviously goes there. That spring goes there. Whoa. It goes like that, doesn't it? And that obviously goes like that. Right, I think I know what I'm doing now. Right, I think I've sussed the clutch. This here obviously faces straight towards the middle, the very centre of the clutch. And I've worked out how these bits go from the other clutch. They are very, very slightly different actually. There's a moving part in there on a spring, which the other one hasn't got. But I've also realised I'm never going to get this casing on with these pegs on. So yeah, I'm going to have to get the pegs off now to get the casing off. Right, here we go. Hope and pray. I've just put the gasket on. It all seems to be give that a little bit of a wipe actually. Right, I just thought, let me say sorry. I need to clean it with the airline. Yeah, just blast it out, make sure there's no dirt. There is bits of sawdust and all sorts of lying around. Stuff that you don't want in there, and there's a few bits in here that's been left for years with this casing off. Just checking the oil filter. But it certainly isn't blocked. Oh, yes. I think that's on. Hey, hey, woohoo! Right then, it's 7:30 in the evening, and time to down tools, I think. So that's it. That's the end of part 3, day 3 for the Honda C70 restoration. Really happy with the progress today. Got quite far with it. Learned loads again. So yeah, it's not going to be long really until we're going to be having a look and seeing if we've got a spark. And then once we've got a spark, that'll be it. That'll be like, woohoo! We can add some petrol and see if she's a runner. So yeah. See you in part 4.